We really like Edmonton. It's a favorite of ours. I think our first show in Edmonton was like almost 12 years ago now, which is, oh, there was one person there, and they remembered it. But before we were in a band and we used to come to Edmonton, we used to always visit with my dad because he had an aunt who lived here, and he would bring us every once, maybe like twice a year or something, we would get to come and we would go to the mall and we would get to go to Fantasyland, which was then Fantasyland. Oh, I see the old people around the balcony. I mean old affectionately, I just mean not born in the 90s. Anyways, my dad would let us, he would sometimes, well, first of all, he was a peer pressure dad, so he would, like, if we went skiing, it was like, you know, we'd start the day on a bunny hill. By the end of the day, it was like, we had no choice. We were going on like the double, triple black diamond, crying, you know, like, I think that was like he was teaching us a life lesson that I'm not sure yet what it was, except for maybe it was a life lesson of what fear feels like in an organic skiing environment. But anyways, also his life lessons was to just let us roam Fantasyland alone when we were like 8 or 9 years old, and which we didn't. We were like, no, don't let us. Like, we loved it, and Tegan and I we were really small, but for whatever reason, the terrifying roller coaster, we could get on that and we would just ride it like 50 times, and like literally probably more like 9 or 10 times. But now, like, if I ride that thing, I have to see a chiropractor afterwards. It makes me feel old.
We went yesterday.
Do you feel like you need a chiropractor today?
No, I felt fine. We did the mind bender, which was awesome. I tried to get Ted and I into the backwards car.
There's a backwards car now?
Yeah. The last car in the chain is run backwards, and we were totally into it. But the 2 front seats were out of order, and this other girl got the seat, and neither of us wanted to go by ourselves.
What does it mean when, like, you don't get into a roller coaster that has out of order seats?
That's what I said. I was like, that car's, I'm not gonna make any jokes, it's still too soon, probably.
Too soon.
I was just gonna say, like, yeah, I mean, it makes me nervous, which was probably the thrill of riding the mind bender, honestly. Anyway, we went on the mind bender, and then we went on the,
Can we just for one moment, it's like the car's broken, but they're just like, nah, just drag it along behind us.
No. There's 4 seats in the car. They go like this. There's the 2 front seats and the 2 back seats. The 2 back seats were fine. I think out of order means probably like,
oh, the seatbelts weren't working.
Puke or urine.
Oh, puke or urine. Different.
Totally different. Anyway, so we did that, and then we did the what used to be the amazing Drop of Doom, and now where they just are like the guy who runs the machine just stares at you. Yeah, no. The Drop of Doom was amazing, and it was honestly, I mean, Fantasyland started to fall apart when the Drop of Doom was gone, but anyway. But now it's the, whatever, this space shock, thank you. And basically a teenager who runs it just stares at you until you are finally like, when are you going to press the button? And then he's like, what the fuck? And then he presses the button and you're like, and then that's it, that's the whole fucking ride, that's it. So we were fine, we did good. We were like, okay, well, let's go see what else is there. Upside down boat, out of order, in pieces. Regular boat, disappeared. Either I dreamt up that boat, or I don't remember where it was, but it's not there anymore. Zipper, gone. The ride where they just go in circles really fast below by where the mind bender, gone in pieces. The new roller coaster that they put that spins around or whatever, broke while we were there and people were stuck on it, so we're not gonna go on that one. Okay, then there's the little kid red roller coaster. It looked so shoddy. It looked like it had run along the side of a guardrail. Like the whole side was scratched up. I was like, what happened there? Okay, so what do we have left? The swings. Yeah, right? So we go over to the swings. The second it starts going, I'm like, No idea why. I've never been sick on a ride before. And a friend of ours was on the ride next to me, and then Ted, and our merch person, Jillian. And I couldn't talk to any of them. Jeremy, one of our trusted employees and friends, had his phone out and was like videotaping, and I was like, anyway, that was it. Then we went down to get on the mind bender, and it was a bunch of teenagers making funny voices over the loudspeaker. Shut up, Dana! You're an idiot, Corey! I was like, we're going, we're not getting on this ride. That was it. Galaxyland. I should do a commercial for it.
I know the story is going on epically long, but I just want to tell you that, just to sum up what I'm trying to tell you, the disappointment, is that when we were kids, we didn't just love Fantasyland. I fantasized about living in Fantasyland, like long, detailed fantasies where I ran away, I lived in the underground system underneath the mall, I lived at night, I would go on the rides, I would go on the ship, I lived on the ship sometimes.
The ship is still there, but the submarine ride no longer. You can't, it's just broken down in the middle of the pond there. They've got these weird tubes you can go on and shoot water at each other, and then before said a couple marine animals, that's it. It's really
poor Fantasyland, like, no.
It's like, it's not, the mall's actually called West Edmonton Mall, it's not all called Fantasyland. That was confusing, I know.
No, in my head it's called My Fantasyland, and it's Armageddon Land.
It's Armageddon in there, but they've got an Urban Outfitters, so. Yeah, that's what this one's about.
But we really do love Edmonton, regardless of your
your
broke down
your broke down palace was only one reason we came here. Now it's just you.